pre-mix all my rock material. So if it's loafs, what I'll try to do is I'll put in some limestone. Okay. Limestone is where they grow inside the limestone fields. So my grit. So like all your rock material, you just got to think of it as grit. Any sort of mineral mixes or stuff like that. Nick Nichols makes a really great mix. The recipe is going to be 5 parts of HP Pro Mix, which is going to be, you usually buy a big bag of it. And then 2 parts of coarse minerals or coarse sand. You don't exactly need minerals, you can just use coarse sand, which is a cheaper option. But I'm just going to put 2 scoops of this in there. That limestone in there. You don't obviously need limestone. I grow them plenty without limestone, but you're going to need that. So I'm just going to push all this aside. You're going to put some of this to the side though for your topper. So anytime your grit, stick it off to the side. You want it, like I said, separate from your soil and your HP Pro Mix. The reason you're going to want it separate before you do your mixing is because you're going to use this as a topper after you're done potting up with what we're mixing up. You're going to put this on the top just to keep the humidity. So 5 scoops of HP Pro Mix. And it doesn't matter the size of your scooper. You can use, the recipe's still the same with how many scoops of each. Four, 5. You're going to use 1 scoop of soil, and you don't necessarily need the soil. You could do another scoop of HP Pro Mix if you're just going to use hydroponic or hydroponic fertilizers, but because I don't want to be constantly mixing up fertilizer, I'll use the organic potting soil. Okay, so now we're just going to mix it all up. Easier because I can feel the rocks. And so this so far has been our out of our testing, this is the soil mix that gets us our fattest roots. Seems to keep the water long enough because the HP Pro Mix keeps the water long enough for the plants to soak up better, and the humidity stays perfect enough without any rot, so that this way it'll produce better rooting. Once you get this all mixed up, you're good to start potting up and then just topping off with your top layer. Okay, it's about done.